This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 1 in every 5 children killed in traffic crashes in the U.S. was a pedestrian. That's why 3M is working alongside local governments and NGOs to help improve crosswalk visibility and traffic markings in school zones, in a worldwide initiative to provide kids with a safe walk to school and access to the education they deserve. To learn more and take action, visit 3m.com/schoolzonesafety. 3M Science. Applied to life.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, it's working. The Kraken are winning because you're wearing KISW hockey T-shirts. That's why.
You know it.
That's what's happening.
I wore mine last night while watching the game.
That's what. See, I didn't wear mine when they played the
Buffalo.
I didn't wear. No, I didn't. Well, who did we lose to? Not Buffalo.
L.A.
Yeah.
Was it?
The Blues. Yeah, St. Louis. Yeah, I didn't wear it then.
See, I forget when we lose. I just put it out.
If we lost to Buffalo 5-0, we should basically just quit the NHL.
It was the Blues that we lost 5-0 to?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't Buffalo. That would have been horrible if we lost to Buffalo 5-0.
Man, that was Saturday.
Yeah.
You won for me. Yeah, you're right. Look at that. St. Louis Blues, 5-0.
Look at that. How about the Rev Knows Sports?
Rev's a full-on Kraken fan now.
Hell yeah. I don't know what to make of the fact that he corrected both you and I about a team in sports. That my head's exploding.
That's awesome.
It's because I kick butt.
That's what it is. And you know why Rev kicks butt? Because he's wearing his Kraken beanie, or I should say the KISW beanie, rooting on the Kraken. That's it.
Yep.
It's all hockey inspired. They're pretty cool looking beanies and T-shirts, and it's why the Kraken keep winning. So go to the Rock Shop, get yours today at KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs. It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time for B-Migs, and it's time to pump it up for Monday. Oh, yeah. Oh, bump it up, baby.
Yeah. Super pumped up for the win yesterday. When did they play again? I don't know that one. Okay.
Tomorrow against Buffalo. I'm kidding. No, they don't play against Buffalo. Tomorrow against the Nashville Predators.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The team we beat, our very first win was against the Predators.
Oh, you're right. There we go.
Yeah.
But they're pretty good.
Oh, dang
I
it.
guess we're getting a lot of games because they're doing a lot of the makeups now, and so I heard John Forsland talking about we're going to have a bunch of games close to each other in this next month of February.
Dude, February is pretty nuts. There's quite a few back-to-back games.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Not back-to-back, just a lot of games lumped together, too.
Which, by the way, that does have an effect on a season. I mean, it's an interesting thing. This is a weird season, so I'm saying go Kraken, baby. It's not over.
Go Kraken!
Yeah, maybe they get into a little momentum of having a hot streak, and what a month to have a hot streak going into, which was supposed to be a month off, is now going to be a month of games.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of games.
As long as we can just get out of the basement there, I don't expect, getting to the playoffs. Just stop being last. Let's get to our...
The Oilers continue to suck, although they did win just yesterday.
dang
the day
it.
before. Yeah.
Dang it.
We're pretty far down below, though, man. We've got some room to...
Yeah.
Got some room to grow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Jared in Port Orchard. Jared, are you there?
Good tidings, gentlemen.
Good tidings.
Good tidings.
Hello,
Jared.
Jared.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Playing at home, Jared will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jared, you can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready? Jared?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
The first Starbucks outside of North America was opened in which Asian country?
Vietnam.
No.
Japan.
Yes. Who played Veronica Corningstone in the Anchorman movies?
What was her name? Pass.
Cirque du Soleil was founded in what decade?
70s.
No.
80s. 90s.
80s, yes. In which decade did scientists first split the atom?
30s.
Yes. In which European country was Volvo founded?
Germany.
No.
Liechtenstein.
No.
Bulgaria.
No. What is the common name for a human third molar?
Pass.
Who created the brand and website Goop?
Steve Jobs.
No.
Pass.
Waco is a town in which South state?
Texas.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
Oh, he started off so good.
Well, yeah, and then didn't. But, I mean, that's okay.
Well, no, he did start off good, but then he didn't finish well.
I guess, yeah, I could have finished that whole sentence there with that one.
I really thought he was on. I thought Jared was on a roll. I thought he was going to be the man.
Well, I mean, no.
Okay, then. Wow.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it on this one. I mean,
Wow. Okay.
stranger things have happened, but I feel Steve's going to get the big old W on this one.
Oh, I hope so.
No, you don't need another W. You really don't.
Come on, man.
You know, you're
Fresh off of
losing.
winning the YouTube championship in Oregon this weekend.
Hell yeah. I'm surprised
that's
you
the
didn't
thing,
come
you
in
gotta-
wearing that belt, by the way.
I had every
too.
intention to, and I forgot.
Oh.
I'll come in tomorrow with it on.
Please.
Okay.
Are you ready? Yes. The first Starbucks outside of North America was opened in which Asian country?
I'm going to go Tokyo.
No.
Japan.
Yes. Who played Veronica Corningstone in the Anchorman movies?
Christina Applegate.
Yes. Cirque du Soleil was founded in what decade?
70s.
No.
60s.
No.
80s.
Yes. In which decade did scientists first split the atom?
I'm going to go 40s.
No.
30s.
Yes. In which European country was Volvo founded?
Germany.
No.
France.
No.
Volvo.
Volvo, sir.
I'm going to go Italy.
No. What is the common name for a human third molar?
An incisor?
No.
A wisdom tooth?
Yes.
Nice.
Who created the brand and website Goop?
Oh, what's her face with the lady scented candle? Lady part scented candle. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes. Waco is a town in which South
Texas.
state? Yes. Bubble Guppies is a show that appears on which children's cable network?
Nickelodeon?
Yes. With computers, what does the D stand for with the abbreviation DOS?
Damn.
No.
Data?
No.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You win 8-4.
Sorry, Jared.
That's okay. It was fun to play.
Oh,
It's fun having you.
You call back, Jared. I feel like, you know what, Jared's going to be, he's going to get going in this game.
yeah, someday.
Yeah, I like it. He started off good.
He did. He started off well, and then everything kind of fell off after asking about the atom splitting.
I mean, he knew smart stuff. He just didn't know pop culture stupid stuff.
Like
True.
me.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You really compliment a person really when you think about it for doing that.
In which European country was Volvo founded?
Switzerland?
Close.
Oh.
I don't know geographically, but at least it starts with an S.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Oh,
Sweden.
That's it.
Yes.
Dang it. Yeah.
And then I know, BJ, you know this one. What does the D stand for in DOS?
It says for disc.
Yes. Yes. Disk Operating System.
Come on, Steve.
Yeah, come on, Steve. Why don't you know that?
I know. I grew up in the days of the floppy disk.
Yeah. You know, I'm
big old floppy
living
ones,
those
yeah.
days myself. Hey.
Well, on that note, congratulations on your win, Steve.
Those things were cool.
I know. It's wild, man. I mean, it
That's
really
the thing. We used computers and played games was with the floppy disk.
I know, man. And then when they had the hard discs, we're like, wow.
Yep.
That was like, man. And that was for me, that was my first Star Trek moment because they used to, in Star Trek, in the old show, they used to have little things like that they'd plug into their computers and they looked just like the hard discs. So it was like, wow, Star Trek came true, man.
I bet you lost your mind then when you had a flip phone.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And I may have gotten whatever sound effects package that they always would put out there to make it sound just like that. That may have been me.
Shocking.
Of course. I mean, whatever. Oh, yeah. Well, it is time for you to be heard. It's time for Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. What do you want to talk about? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Your calls, your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Doesn't matter, man. Whatever it is you are feeling should be heard. Steve says here's a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. Show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Now, BJ, we had to bring your daughter in the room because the first text that we got this morning is something that I'm very confused by, but it has something to do with your daughter. So I figured,
lovely.
let me put her on the spot and ask her while we're live on the radio.
That's great.
Nice.
And I have no idea what this is, so what a delightful time this will be for me.
Marty and Yelm wrote us for Listeners on the Loose. I need to know, did she get the pickle jar open on her own?
What?
Huh? I have no idea what's going on.
So Friday night, J-Rubs and we went out to dinner, and then he had to go back to work. And so as like a late snack, I love me some pickles. So I wanted to open a jar of pickles and have some before I went to bed, like any normal person.
Good late night snack of a pickle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I could not for the life of me open this jar of pickles. No, I never, ever got it open. I banged it. I tried,
Banged it?
banged it on a table. I banged my pickles.
How does Johnny Rubbers feel about all this?
Well, he wasn't home, so I had to do something.
A pickle at Eddie Storm.
No, I banged it on the table. I got like a dish towel and tried to, I could not open it.
Did you do the hot water trick too?
I did the hot water. Yeah, nothing.
Oh, that's the worst.
It was the worst. All I wanted was a damn pickle.
Because you have the pickle right there and you can't open it.
Yeah, so I was like, should I smash it with a hammer? I'm like, oh, that was ridiculous.
Then you'll eat glass.
Yeah.
I would wash the pickle off before I ate it. But then I was like, no, pickle juice would go everywhere.
There are benefits to living with old man McGee over here.
I was about to say, then why didn't you hit your dad up?
Dude, it was like midnight.
Wake him up for this.
Yeah, you need to wake him up.
Dad, I need a pickle.
Exactly.
Hey.
You don't need to bother me. You need to do what I had to do a long time ago. Because I got tired of losing that battle, not being able to open those jars.
What do you go on Fiverr and find a pickle guy to come over and open it?
Okay, that was my first option, Steve. But unfortunately, not everybody wanted to be my pickle guy. Maybe it was the way I was phrasing it.
Fair.
So you buy one of those little things. It's like a little helper for old people to open jars. It's a plastic jar helper. You can get them at like the Bed Bath & Beyond or whatever.
Do they really work?
Yes. They give you leverage. That's the key. You're able to hook it on, and then you're able to pull on it the way you would, like you get leverage when you're changing a tire, and you can pull on something and get and they work like they're fantastic.
Yeah, Sarah, why didn't you go get one at Bed Bath & Beyond?
I got one in the drawer upstairs. She could have come upstairs.
Did she? I guess you didn't know about this. Now you do.
Now you do. I will. Once we go to break, I will go out and show you the exact thing that I have.
It's going downstairs with me.
No, it's not going downstairs with you. You're just able to bring your thing up and use it.
All right, fine.
But you know what? I would have said, hey, here's the pro tip though, is you go, here, give me that jar. Let me go upstairs because I think the tap water up there is a little hotter. But then I go up there and use the special device, come back down and have it open, and they think I just did it with my muscles.
Yeah.
No one believes
I would
that.
never even ask you to help me.
Yeah.
I would never think you're stronger than me.
I would have been the perfect guy to ask. Oh, really?
No offense. Sorry.
Stronger brain because I bought that item.
Okay.
Well,
a lot of people have a stronger brain than
Someone
me.
even texted, though, how about you use the other trick, which is tap the lid with the handle of a butter knife to break the seal around the lid and put little dents in there.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
That one works a lot.
More often than not. Yeah.
That was kind of what banging on the counter is supposed to do. Like
Yes.
the same. It's supposed to be the same effect.
Yeah, I really had no idea what that did either. I just tried it because everybody else tries it. So
Were you intoxicated when this was going down?
slightly.
Okay.
Why else would I want to eat pickles at midnight, like by myself?
I don't know. I do that.
I would have no problem. That's my other question. What kind of pickles are we talking about?
Oh,
like cucumber chip ones?
Oh,
or
the
dill?
bread and butter. Oh. Those sweet ones,
Yes.
I love them.
Those are like candy.
Yeah, they're so good.
I could drink that juice too.
I do drink that juice.
Okay,
I do
that's
as
a little
well.
much.
No, it's so good.
That juice is a little much.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, you guys, I forgot you're the Sour Patch guy, so you like the little sweet and sourish of it, yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. But yeah, no, I never got them open, so it was very sad. But then the next morning, I made J. Rubs open them for me. So,
And like a good man, he did, didn't he?
oh, with just like one little, it was nothing for him.
That's always my favorite. My wife will be trying to open something, struggling. But she's obviously loosening it up. But so then she handed it to me, and I was like, "Pop!" And I'm like, "Look at this!" And then realizing that I probably just was like the last turn that she gave up. I was the one that got that opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I always think and say too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's not the case, man. It's because you're muscular, Steve.
There's nothing worse than when you can't open something though, and you keep trying, and then you get to that point where you're like, my hand hurts.
Dude, my hand hurt. There was like a whole mark on it. I was like, oh man, is this worth it? Like, am I ever going to like get this open, or am I just going to keep trying and then I'm going to start bleeding?
Right.
And
Do I really need this garlic? Nah.
I got issues with my thumb power. Try to get into some Pepto-Bismol when you really, really want it, and you realize you can't squeeze.
You just squeeze it.
You can't squeeze because the top needs to be squeezed and turned.
Oh, childproof.
Yeah, and I don't got thumb power anymore. I'm like, what happened to my thumb power? And well, of course I got that handy device because that works too.
Oh wow, it works for that.
Yeah.
I was going to say like some kind of like pliers type thing would probably work too.
Well, this thing here but it fits multiple sizes of tops.
Wow, from big to small.
Yeah, so you know what? You do your pliers. I got my little device. Nice. Oh, it works, Steve. You can laugh all you want, and you know what? Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do what I do to my buddy Weeze in Rochester because he's about the same age difference as you and I are.
Okay.
And all I've been doing every time I talk to him, I go, "Hey, remember that time when I used to be a jerk to you about that?" I go, "Yeah, now I get it."
All right, so maybe in like 20 or so years, I'll hit you up.
Oh, 20 or so.
See, I'd like to throw
these walking sticks are pretty cool.
Dude, hey, you throw shade about those walking sticks, but I saw, oldies out there walking the trails with them, and I was fairly jealous.
Have you gotten them yet, Rev?
No, I'm not going to get them, but...
Got to get them. They're awesome.
I was jealous.
And there's and you know what? And the pro tip, youngies, like the youngies that know what's up, they got them too.
Well, you said
call
oldies.
Yeah, so I'm going to say youngies. The youngies got them too.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, at least the ones that know what they're doing.
All right, so someone want to know if any of us youngies made it to the Joe Coy show on Saturday. It was amazing, so good. He rocked the house.
I went.
Yeah, Danny went.
I saw the pictures, Danny. I was like, look at Danny, made it to Joe Coy.
I was so bummed because I was doing the wrestling thing in Oregon on Saturday, and I'm like, damn it, I'm missing Joe Coy, so I had his hoodie on in honor. Which is the hoodie. When I wear that hoodie, it's like as if everybody knows Joe Coy.
Oh, everyone.
Well, clearly he's selling at arenas because that's the one hoodie that people stop me all the time. Joe Coy! And then they realize I'm not him.
Dude, it is pretty funny because you wear that hoodie and you look like you. I mean, I would think you were Joe Coy.
That's a pretty narcissist move. Joe Coy's walking around with his Joe Coy hoodie.
But that's what people think. I mean, they do really think that. It's like if you look like the guy you're wearing your merch, why wouldn't you take a shot that it's you?
Yeah, the show was super awesome, and there was a lot of people there. The only thing that I will say, and I don't know what happened, the Climate Pledge needs to figure out the sound. They had, so you've been to Climate Pledge Arena, and they have like one side of it is where he was set up, and for some reason only the speakers on the stage were turned on. So
Ooh.
the entire rest of the arena, like there's speakers everywhere.
It's like the 200 level.
Yeah, you couldn't. It was really hard to hear. The first two comics that he had open, they were kind of talking really fast, and you really had to pay attention to what they were saying because it was just like I don't hear that well anyway because I've been playing in bands since I was 13. So it was really hard to hear. But then he brought up Chelsea Handler, and she did like a 20-minute set. She was a little bit better, and Joe's set was a little bit better. But man, it was hard to hear.
Which is crazy because that was like one of the big hey, we have state-of-the-art sound, mainly for concerts, I guess. But
Sure.
You would think that would also apply to a stand-up comic that the sound would be fully dialed in at that place.
You would think.
That's. I mean, spoken word is the easiest thing to put on any speaker. You don't even have to worry about like any fancy speaker. I can't believe they couldn't connect that up to the whole joint.
Well, and it was interesting too because like the one of the openers, he wasn't projecting. I think that was a part of the problem. He would kind of talk like you would normally talk like in a small club, and it's like, dude, you're playing a huge arena. You kind of need to talk louder than what you're talking, because I did not hear a single word he said. Like, I don't know any of his jokes.
I have never heard of such a thing like that in an arena show.
Yeah.
Usually you can, there's no way you can't hear anything. And Danny, I got the same hearing issues. I feel like you're right. I feel like that's probably on Climate Pledge's, that's on them.
Yeah, but they'll figure it out for future stand-up comic shows.
I would hope so. But it was, I don't know if I was the only one. I also talked to a friend who ended up moving seats, like from like the middle of the seats or the row to like the aisle, and he said if you moved around you could kind of hear better. So maybe I was just in a weird pocket where it was like
kind of hear better. It should be loud enough that it's almost blasting you to some degree. That's,
you would think.
It'd be like, Joe, it's me, Danny from BJ and Migs. Can I come up on stage and listen?
Hey, look, if I couldn't hear him and he was on the microphone, I don't think he's going to hear me.
Oh, you never know.
Wow.
But no, I ran into a listener. Shout out to Rodney, and he took a picture with me, and he was like, "You're Danny," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm Danny." And he's like, "I was like, how do you recognize me? I'm wearing a mask." And he's like, "Your hair, man." And I was like, "Oh, gotcha."
Oh, yeah. Your hair is iconic. Just like we get recognized, Steve, because we don't have any.
Oh, dude, when Danny was telling me about that, that was the exact thing I said. I'm like, sometimes where I'll be like, someone will spot me, and I was like, how the hell do they spot you with a mask on and everything? I'm like, dorky, tall, bald guy with tattoos. Seems like a pretty easy one to spot.
Yeah. It's only when you wear your Joe Coy hoodie do they think you're somebody else.
True.
I know someone did say, I thought I saw you there, but then I realized it was Joe Coy on stage. I'm like, that makes sense.
They also pulled out one of the singers from Boys to Men, because the entire end
I missed the Boys to Men guy.
You did. The entire end of his set like turned into like a Joe Coy basically singing karaoke, and it was fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was doing that at his show.
Yeah, he like talks about how he wants his son to be more cultured with music, but he's listening to the wrong kind of music. So they bring up Boys to Men, and he actually like sang some of his parts, and then it was just like him and Joe going back and forth singing Boys to Men songs.
How random.
I know. It was so cool though.
What a trip for Joe Coy. There he is performing a sold-out show in his hometown in the big arena. Granted, it's not the Key, but it's kind of like the Key because it's the same roof, and he grew up going to Sonics games. It has to be, and like he said, he fell in love with comedy, seeing, was it Eddie Murphy? Perform at the Key Arena.
He told that whole story about how he went and like had to wait for tickets, and he used his mom's credit card, and it's just so great. Like, it's to see how successful he is. It's insane.
Yeah, especially like Steve, at least walking up to Climate Pledge, there's where he's like, that looks the same for a little bit, and so that you're right, it's just be nuts. Like, I can't believe I'm performing on this stage, in this building. Wow, yeah, wow, that is tripping.
And then afterwards, looking at his bank account for how much money he probably made from that. I can't believe us.
Yeah, well,
and that's a pretty cool surprise that he had his lady Chelsea Handler.
Yeah,
just make an appearance.
Well, it was
unexpected.
Cool. Well, and actually do like a stand-up set. I thought if she was with him, I thought he would like pull her up on stage and just be like, hey, But she actually did like a 20-minute set, which was actually really cool to see.
I wonder if she did that because he's like, hey, you got to come to my hometown. Maybe he has some family and friends that he wanted her to meet.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been, might have been one of the first meetings. Who knows? You know how awkward that is when you finally introduce your girlfriend, boyfriend to the folks. Man. And sometimes some of those families, man, they want to approve. They like every auntie, every uncle, everyone's got to meet just to go, you know what, I got to get my seal of approval to this person. Some of those families are like that.
It'd be great if they met afterwards in the family. Like, I wasn't really a fan of your set, Chelsea. I'm really not seeing what he sees in you.
Yeah, this is a mistake.
We need to move on.
You pick the topic. You guide the show. It's listeners on the loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls, more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 1 in every 5 children killed in traffic crashes in the U.S. was a pedestrian. That's why 3M is working alongside local governments and NGOs to help improve crosswalk visibility and traffic markings in school zones, in a worldwide initiative to provide kids with a safe walk to school and access to the education they deserve. To learn more and take action, visit 3m.com/schoolzonesafety. 3M Science, applied to life.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of the Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone texted in that said, hey, Danny, how do you keep all of your plants to stay alive in that frozen tundra of an apartment? LOL. Because earlier you said your girlfriend, Linda, collects plants.
Yeah, she
lots
has
of plants.
Lots of plants. Since the pandemic started, that was kind of her hobby that she
She's
picked up.
plant lady.
Yeah, she is. And she's the plant lady. I have no idea how she keeps them alive, and I don't really do much with them. So all I know is they are still thriving.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess there are some plants you can buy that can live in, 50-degree temperatures? They should do okay. Yeah.
Around there. It's been pretty cold, but, we're surviving.
Clearly. I know. She was showing me a hoodie. A Kraken hoodie on the team shop, of course, 'cause that's what we do when we're in the middle of breaks.
Yeah, you do.
Trying to convince each other to buy things.
Yeah.
He's like, check out this new Kraken hoodie. Well, it looks really warm. And the first thing I thought, I'm like, yeah, you probably need that for your frozen apartment.
That's a fact.
Because Danny doesn't put the heat on in his apartment.
Ever. No. Yeah. And also at that point,
amazing.
If I can buy more Kraken stuff, I'm going to just keep it off,
I guess you're saving on the heating bills.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah,
you can buy more Kraken gear if you're not paying a heat bill.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is a good point. But yeah, you got to be careful with plants. Some can't survive Danny's apartment, so you should go in there when you go into the Home Depot and just say, "Hey, can this survive Danny's apartment?" What do you then you'll know. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone texted and said, dude, F today's Wordle. Speaking of which, what's your go-to Wordle word? I usually use magic or penis, LOL.
I can't wait for penis to be the word of the day.
I know. Yeah. I had a friend showed me that they used the word penis, and I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, that's so awesome that you start with penis.
That's actually a pretty good word, though, because it's got two good vowels in it and two solid consonants. So it's a good start.
And it's a 5-letter word game where you have to guess what 5-letter word, and you have 6 attempts. And so it's through power of deduction. So you get to start with whatever word. I personally go with radio every time. And I almost didn't go with it today because I was like, let me switch it up. I'm like, watch, today's the day. It's radio.
Yeah, the trouble is you're going with 3 vowels.
I know, but maybe I should just switch to penis.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like, I don't know. I feel like most words do not have 3 vowels, and you're kind of wasting a guess there. I don't know.
I know. You know what? You're right. Starting tomorrow, I'm going with penis.
Ooh, nice.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Usually better work, BJ. Penis better work.
Yeah, flag that, everybody, by the way. Steve's decided he's going with penis tomorrow.
Dude, it's so funny because today was the first time I didn't get the word right on the game Wordle. And if you just Google it, it's a web-based game. It's not an app. There's only one specific one that everyone's sharing. And that way you know how you're rating amongst other people with the stupid little squares that they put on social media. But man, oh man, I was having such a hard time. I'm like, man, I'm stupid. I didn't get it. And I go on Twitter, and it's trending today because so many people are complaining about today's word.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So it was a tough one for everybody.
Reverend Danny got it. There's no problem.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Well, I don't no problem. It took me my full 6 guesses to get there.
No, but still beat me.
Yeah, that's true. I guess now we're starting to see who really the Wordle geniuses are in the room. Sorry, Steve.
I know, man. I've had a good run. It was fun while it lasted, BJ.
It really was. So,
I'm never playing it again.
That's what I'm wondering. Now that you have a loss, I'm wondering, will you pick it up again?
Oh no, I'll still keep playing it. It's only one and done. I love this kind of game.
Yeah. It's just one you can do and then just move on with your life. And it's funny because I'll be like, oh yeah, I got it. And like, I managed somehow this weekend to get 1 out of like 3 tries. And I was like, this is amazing. And my wife was like, what was the word? And I was like, I don't know. I've already forgotten. Like, leaves no I don't store any memory of this game.
And it's 1 a day. And you said you had 21 in a row before you lost. Is that right, Steve?
Oh, I have no idea how many in a row. I just been playing it for a couple of weeks, so maybe 14 or 13.
There we go. Because I'm trying to gauge how long it will take before you get tired of this, because this is a record.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of it, because every morning somebody's tagging me with it to remind me to do it, mainly Rev and Danny.
Yeah, we have a whole thread on Twitter where I just keep adding to it.
Yeah,
I'm not starting a new one.
Mike Hawk as well is on it. He's Vicky too, but I don't think she ever checks her Twitter because I don't think she's ever responded to it.
She never has.
I think it gives her anxiety, the game.
Oh, but now it's like I gotta that's like the first thing I want to do. Sometimes I'm stuck in the parking lot in the car, and I'm like, I got to do this before I go in because I don't want to have to. I need to know where I rate amongst Danny and the Rev.
Oh wow, this is a lot of pressure.
Do I walk in with a strut or do I walk in with my tail between my legs?
Yeah. And today was the tail day.
Today, I almost went home.
Well, that would have been amazing. Steve the workhorse, who never, ever calls in, is like, guys, I just can't, man. Wordle did it, man.
He called in Wordle.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm impressed. I mean, you're not a game guy, so they finally found the formula.
Someone says, Ouija's the word that I start with. It eliminates most of the vowels.
Oh, that's a good one.
Absolutely does, yeah.
Then I have to know how to spell Ouija.
That's true. It doesn't start with the W.
Wow. So that's a strategy.
I go with early. Because it's got the E and the A, R and L is pretty good, and the Y at the end. Sometimes there's a Y at the end, and I need it, man.
See, I go daily.
Good
Usually
call.
I go daily.
Well, now I'm going penis. And like one person said, it's nice to know that in this day and age, a grown man can switch to penis without being ridiculed.
Yeah.
Good for you, buddy. No, you live you live the Wordle life.
I mean, a well-placed penis will do you wonders.
I just need to start off with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always good. When you open with the penis, that's always a good thing. It gets you so many places in life.
Well, unrelated, someone just texted in saying, you guys are nuts thinking Dick's is better than In-N-Out.
Hey, I agree.
P.S. Animal Style is grilled onions, cheese, and their secret sauce, BJ.
Yeah, Danny did figure that out for me. I think I was eating the hamburger thinking that the meat was part of the sauce. I guess I was shoveling everything in so much.
No, I think there is a way that they can do a crumbled up patty on it too, but maybe you just said the wrong thing.
Yeah, maybe Animal Style.
Yeah.
You're right. They have a secret menu, so you're right, Danny. I think I probably did do Animal Style, special Animal Style.
Yeah.
And this all came up because I got to finally try In-N-Out sober, and it was on the way back from wrestling in Eugene, Oregon, because in Kaiser, Oregon, they have an In-N-Out that's open till like 1:30 in the morning. And so we went there and got it, and it was awesome. But it's so funny because I said it was awesome, but some people are like, I can't believe you didn't like In-N-Out. I'm like, I never said I didn't like it. I just said that Dick's is better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's very polarizing, man. People are getting worked up about us thinking that Dick's burgers are better than In-N-Out burgers, and I stand by it. I've had them both now.
Yeah, I look, I'm not originally from here, so I don't. It's not like I have stock in Dick's or any. I mean, I would, like I said, I'm not a fan of Dick's fries, and their shakes are okay. But the Dick's Deluxe, to me, yeah, that's my burger. If you tell me what kind of burger could you have ever, out of all the burgers that I could have, from the fast food places anywhere, it would always be a Dick's Deluxe. I'll take it anytime. There's never a time I would turn down a Dick's Deluxe over anybody else. And I just had a burger last night because, Sarah went to a joint and said, hey, you know what? I want to go get a shake. I'm like, all right, get me a burger with cheese. And I was eating it. It was a good burger. And I was sat there and I thought, gosh, man, I should have told her to go to the Dick's on the east side. That's what I should have, because I would like to have a deluxe instead.
Where did she go and what kind of shake did she get?
Well, I didn't want to make anybody feel bad that I didn't think that their burger was as good of a Dick's. But
oh, damn it.
She went to a regular, she went to one of the regular fast foods that are pretty well known.
Gotcha. Someone even said, how about Frugal's? I think Frugal's is better than everything.
I love Frugal's.
I don't think double cheeseburger from Frugal's is like on a whole other level.
I've never tried Frugal's.
Oh, it's in Lakewood. It's across the street. It's like in the same parking lot as it's called Fox's, and I don't know what it is personally, but like I think people dance at that place.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, right. I've heard about that.
It's like a dance club.
Definitely a dance club.
Yeah.
And they have like a bar next to called Pole Position. I think they're big into racing.
Oh, right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like a great place. Yeah.
But there's a little standalone burger like drive-in thing. It's tiny. It's awesome.
Nice.
It's called Frugal's, and it's amazing. The best
and I know
burgers.
that I know somebody tries to recreate the In-N-Out style, like in one of the malls.
No, out and about the burger place in Puyallup.
Oh, there's another one called Cali Burgers where I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Out and About is another one that tries to do the same thing. And then Cali Burger looks, I mean, they almost really recreated the entire In-N-Out logo with palm trees and everything. I don't know if that's South Center or if it's Alderwood. I forget, but it's one of those two, I believe, at the food court. And I've never tried theirs. And I thought, whenever I'm in lunch mode, let me see if Cali Burger is at least as good as In-N-Out or a Dick's Deluxe.
Someone even said, what about Five Guys? Oh, dude, we were having a conversation about the Five Guys fries is the best. That peanut oil. And also, and they if you order a size small, they still fill up your entire bag with all the French fries in the world.
Five Guys fries are good.
Good. They're next level.
I still would rather have McDonald's fries over Five Guys.
See, this is where we.
I love McDonald's fries. I don't think
hate
you can.
McDonald's fries. It's just
I don't hate them either. I'm just there's so many better ones out there.
Oh no way! McDonald's just knows what's up.
Yeah.
McDonald's knows what's up. In-N-Out knows what's going on with shakes. Danny's out of his mind about that. I think he probably should be put in the concussion tent.
BJ, since we brought him up, I'll even go so far as say that Out and About burger, I like that better than In-N-Out burger, and it's supposedly made to be similar to it.
Oh, okay. Now you're in trouble with everybody.
I just want to piss off all the In-N-Out fans. Even though I enjoyed my burger, and I can't wait to get another one in a month.
Yeah, if you gave me an In-N-Out burger, I'm not gonna say no. It's a good burger. It's just hey.
Somebody said late night milkshakes and pickles. BJ, are you becoming a grandpa?
Oh, these are some cravings.
Well, the trouble is that she's been Pickle McGee her whole life, so I can't really go by that. Yeah, I mean, she likes pickles and cottage cheese. That's one of her things. So, pickles and dairy, makes sense to me. But hey, listen, if I'm a grandpa, I'm a grandpa. I'm still,
So her craving will just be something that's like run of the mill for everybody else, like a cheese and crackers or something like that.
Exactly.
You know what's going to happen? She's going to crave meat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she's going to want a hot dog or something.
Yeah. When Sarah asks for meat, you go, okay, she's pregnant.
Could you imagine all of a sudden she's like just sucking down a foot long and you're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm pregnant.
Couldn't tell.
Wow, that's a great impression, Steve.
I don't know why she's Cookie Monster.
I don't know why.
Hot dog monster.
Hot dog monster.
Oh, I can't stand it. Gotta eat a foot long.
Steve, you have some highly flaggable moments today, Steve. I have to say.
Joe, take the rest of today off. Let's forget that today even happened.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
Oh, man, everyone wants to share their opinions on French fries and burgers, man.
Of course.
Okay, what do we got?
So it said, guys, number one fries, Wendy's. No question.
They used to be good.
They're okay. They're
used to be. They still are.
I mean, they're not bad.
I argue that's because you have a Frosty with them. And that's the thing. Who's eating their fries without a Frosty?
See, I used to like Wendy's fries better when they were kind of more like McDonald's fries. And now they do like the sea salt, and it's fine.
Oh, I love that sea salt. So good.
Fine.
Dude, it's been out for a while, but Uproxx recently did like a French fry taste test, and they put Wendy's at number 5.
Interesting.
Ooh, wow, that's who's ahead of Wendy's?
McDonald's.
McDonald's is number 2.
Okay, they think somebody's better than Mickey D's. Okay,
and we talked about them, and you try to shut us down, but BJ, you're wrong. At least if you're at Uproxx, because Five Guys. Best fries.
Yeah, well, Five Guys have good fries. So, listen, them being at number 1, McDonald's at number 2, or if you switched them around, I wouldn't argue with that, because Five Guys do have good fries. I just like McDonald's better.
Then they said Rallies or Checkers, which we don't have here.
Yeah, that's. I've been talking to the governor about that, and I told him, listen, you really haven't done a good job for our state.
My favorite, and I don't know if these count, though, because they're special, are the Jack in the Box curly fries.
Oh, those are good.
I only like them because they throw like one in there, just like, hey, this is what you missed out on.
This is what you missed out on?
Because you decided to go with the regular fries. But one's fine. If I had a whole thing of them, I think I would just be like, I missed their actual fries. Because I think the Jack in the Box regular fries are great.
See, I just inhaled those curly fries.
The curly fries the curly fries are amazing. It's going to be at T-Mobile Park next season. The curly fries are great because you can get more sauce on them because the swirl that gets to dip into the packet. I think it's just genius. It's like, I love this. More ketchup on my fry.
So it says everyone's sleeping on Arby's curly fries.
I mean, they're basically the same things as Jack in the Box.
Are they?
Yeah.
I haven't had Arby's in forever.
I know me. I haven't either. Their problem is location. I just don't see them a lot. But I mean,
there's one in Tacoma.
We got one in Puyallup.
Oh, we got one in Bellevue, Overlake, Redmond, somewhere. It's somewhere. Yeah, I know we have one. Yeah, so don't even try to hold that over my head, you jerks.
Dang it.
206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. But really, hold your questions. There's only one question that needs to be answered right now, and that is, what do Ryan Castle and Arnold Schwarzenegger have in common? You're going to find out at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Arnold Schwarzenegger have in common?
I wish I owned a miniature donkey.
Oh my gosh, don't we all?
Have you seen his Instagram and Twitter with the miniature donkey?
It's amazing.
It's like the coolest thing ever. I wish I had one.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to take care of the thing. That's the thing. I don't want to.
Well, like you don't even like dogs, though, so this would be a stretch for you.
That would be an aggressive jump to having a pet if BJ just all of a sudden said, "Guys,
yeah,
I got a donkey."
Yeah, I'll show you people.
Can we get my man a goldfish first, to test the waters, if you'll pardon the pun?
I'll show you guys. I'm going to get a miniature donkey now. Now I'm doing it. Now I'm going to do it just to show you.
Just to spite us.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'll show you. I'll go, look at you lame dog owners. Why don't you know until you go donkey, you don't go, I don't know.
And then I have a perfect song for you to play.
I saw that show in Tijuana once.
And you can play this for your donkey.
Hey, sing it, DJ.
Oh, could I?
Yeah. It's Dominic.
Thanks, Ryan.
Name it Dominic.
Yeah. How about
How about one texter says they both like Hummers?
Yeah, they do.
All right.
And they're both twins to Danny DeVito.
Oh, very nice.
I would be Arnold Schwarzenegger in that relationship.
I hate to say, but I'm going to take the fun out of this whole thing because this story is not a fun story because Arnold was involved in a pretty bad car accident in L.A. on Friday. His Yukon SUV ended up on top of two other cars, a Prius and a Porsche.
Jeez.
That's not a fair fight. Arnold appeared to be unhurt, but TMZ says police think that the accident was his fault because he turned left against a red arrow. This is according to TMZ. He was not ticketed at the scene, though, which is interesting because if you turn against a red arrow and you smack up a bunch of cars, how do you not get any kind of ticket? So I wonder what really happened. Yeah, that's what it is. I wonder what's really going on.
Imagine you get hit by a car and it turns out it's Arnold.
Yeah, I'm the Terminator.
Torn. I want to yell at you, but I want your autograph, too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I'm going to yell at you, but can I get a selfie?
Could you sign my destroyed bumper? Thank you.
Yeah.
Ryan Castle, he's got a 12-pack. He's next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
What makes your workplace awesome?
The first thing that came to mind was that we get to wear whatever we want. I literally can just roll out of bed and come to work and no one cares.
So many people will just rock the sweatpants a lot of the times. And then we had our intern Annabelle who would come in in leopard print, dress, high heels, fully made up and done at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Which was frustrating because I wore the exact same outfit that day.
How awkward.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
New on Curiosity Stream, the Arctic, frigid, desolate, unforgiving. And without canine companions, early humans never stood a chance. Discover how man and dog learn to thrive together where neither could survive alone in Ice Dogs. Plus,
why would a Nazi major be protecting and saving Jews?
Against orders, against time, the SS Major that sheltered and saved thousands of Jews. It's the Good Nazi. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.